Dear students, congratulations for joining your university. I am very sure that you're excited in joining your university of the program you selected. And I'm very sure that many of you might be very new to the university environment where you need to be able to capture a number of other activities to ensure that you can be able to get maximum from your experience. Now in this video, we are going to discuss and look into how you can make your university experience work for you and ensure that you complete your studies effectively. And therefore, by the end of this session, therefore, I want you to be able to plan on how to make your university experience work for you and be able to ensure that you can be able to complete your studies on time and ensure that you get the maximum from this particular activity. But to ensure that you can be able to work effectively in this course or in this piece of a video, you need a number of resources. One of the resources you need is a notebook, because you'll be able to use a notebook to take down your notes, and of course a pen to be able to write any point that you think is relevant for you. Now take 3 minutes to reflect about your experience now as you plan to get into university or as you're already in the university. Imagine you are at your very first time on the campus, any campus you have been selected to, and then you are walking to a lecture hall, the classes, you are filled with a lot of students, maybe 50 students, 100 students, depending on the program. And no teacher is taking attendance. No one is telling you what to do, where to go, what to do in the process. You realize that there is a journey that you have to walk through and complete all the way from day one to the last day. You are free, but you're also having a lot of responsibilities that you have to make to ensure that you can be able to complete your studies. You might be feeling excited, you might be feeling nervous, but again, you might be curious as well on how to navigate this life in the university. Now, take time, take your notebook and write down. What do you think are your experiences? What do you think are your feelings right now? And tell me what you think you're going to do to navigate your life in the university. So now, let's focus on the important aspects that will make your life worthy here in the university where you are seated. But again, try to look into the aspect that will help you be able to complete your studies effectively. So the first thing you have to do is to understand the level of your study. You are now in the university. You need to do a number of activities that will make you be able to complete your studies on time. So we look into how university life is different from the school life you're used to. We also look into what is expected of you in terms of the life and what you're going to navigate in the process. We also look into what you need to be able to, about the conventions and the culture in the university and how students work really in the university. But again, we want to look into how you can be able to focus on your studies and subjects and be able to get grades that will make you be able to excel in university life. But again, we want to see how you can be able to take charge of all that you are doing in the university to ensure that you can be able to do well as far as learning is concerned. Now, the first thing you have to do is to take charge. I want you to plan how you use your time as a student to ensure that you can be able to gain a broader understanding of the career goals and aims that you focus to be able to achieve. And of course, don't wait to be told. Find out what you need to do at that particular time and be able to work on the process where you want to do your activities. But again, don't wait to be asked. What you can do is basically to be able to do it yourself, ensure that you can be able to complete everything on time, and follow all the procedures that you need whenever you want to do your activities. And of course, don't wait to be inspired. While you're in the university, you'll be able to see many inspirations, many people having different opinions, many objectives. What is really important and what is key is for you to keep inspired yourself, but again to keep going and pushing yourself to reach your destination. And in the process, in case there is any opportunity that comes on your way, try to grab your opportunities, take the opportunity at the right time and ensure that you get the maximum from that particular opportunity. And of course, do not rely on feedback from others. There will be some feedback that will inspire you, will encourage you to do something, but there are also some feedback that will not be able to work in the context. So basically what you have to do is to check and see which one will work better and be able to pick the right one. But again, do not neglect your well-being. Ensure that you have time to do exercises, ensure that you have time to socialize, to talk to your peers, your people, so that in the end, your life is well balanced. We are not focusing on classes alone, we focus on the world, the entire life in the university, on all the aspects we think will be relevant into your context. Now let's focus on the third aspect, where we focus on how you develop your mindset now that you are in the university. You need to think of a lot of things that you have to complete, and therefore intellectual ability is really key to be able to to go through this life. And therefore, what's needed is that ensure that you're curious to follow up all the sessions, follow up the activities, and think of other opportunities that might come your way to be able to grab them in the process. And of course, you need to be motivated and be determined. In order to be successful and to succeed in your studies, in your lessons, you need determination and motivation all the way. So if you are motivated and you can be able to push, I'm very sure that you'll be able to go through and your university will be easy to follow. But resilience is also key, and persistence is also key. So keep pushing all the way. Do not despair. Push all the way. Persist as much as you can. Ensure that you're focused and connected. And in the way, you'll be able to do away with all the activities and push your studies as well. And so let's now look into the third and the most important part of the points that will make your life experience much better. So in the first place, grab the opportunities that come your way. So you might be required to use the resources you need, you might be required to support or use the facilities that are available. We have labs, we have computers, you have libraries and other facilities. You have online activities you can do. You have other organizations like student organizations which will help you be able to succeed in your life. So grab all these opportunities. Use feedback from your tutors in case you need more details so that you get to explore and learn more from the experienced personnel. In some cases, you need to take extra classes to cover some portions or some skills that you might need. So grab all these opportunities so that you get to learn better and follow up all the way to the end. And of course, in some cases, you need to stretch yourself. Go beyond your limits. Ensure that you can also be something beyond. Take more time to do some other activities that you think would help you will be able to have a well-rounded experience in the university and be able to focus on all that you do. And of course, in many cases, you need to learn something outside your subject area. So we are not focusing only on learning about your subject and courses, but you could be able to pick some areas that you think are relevant. For example, if I'm someone from the IT field, I would be able to learn something about entrepreneurship or something about maybe business in general, because maybe this will be contributing to what I'm doing and that will help me be able to have some options as I want to exit from the studies. So learn something different, get something outside your career, and that will be due in general. And of course, use the chances of work placements that come on in your university. So there might be people coming into the university, bringing training sessions and activities that will engage you. Just join them and participate. Prepare your notes as well and see what will be able to work. Ask questions wherever possible so that you get to learn more on how you can be able to do it better in that way. And of course, finally, networking. So you will have a lot of chances and time to be able to talk to different people. So make connections work, participate and share your experiences and learn from the experiences of those in your network to be sure that you can be able to graduate and complete all your studies effectively. And in the process, make new friends. So friends will help you in many ways, starting from your studies when you make group discussions, but all the way to the social life where you need them in some aspects of your life. So yeah, this marks the end of this lesson. So ensure that you have completed the activities that we follow in the course itself. And in the next session, we'll be focusing on how you can be able, what is expected of you as a student in the university, and what you can be able to do to make sure that your life is successful and you can be able to learn something new. Thank you.